Good evening, guys. This is Jason, the Okie sharecropper. Today, or this evening, I'm going to change out some lights. Lights that Charlie uses to practice her barrel racing with. It's so hot right now in Oklahoma and so humid that it's hard on a horse and hard on Charlie to practice during the daytime. She's got two choices. She can get up early in the morning, or she can right after dark. So she doesn't choose to get up early in the morning. So in order for her to get her horse exercise, she needs some lights to use it in the dark. And I've got a couple of locations on this barn where I've had them mounted before. They've since burned out. So I'm going to replace those because these have burned out. And anyway, make a long story short, if you look up here, right there's a wasp nest. I have got to get rid of those wasps because that box is like, if you look at the camera, that box is right there, but I've got to get to one of the boxes. I'm gonna knock them down right quick. I'm gonna try to anyway. Boy, that made them mad. Oh, sharecropper in action. Woo. One of them got away, boys and girls. One of them got away. I tell you what, as a kid, I've been stung a time or 12 by them things, and I don't want no more of that. I was kind of scared. The wasps scared me a little bit. Let me knock down that nest and we'll get busy. We'll get started. Whew, I got my blood to pumping. Them wasps ain't no joke. Knock that nest on down. Boy, I almost not tall enough to do this. Yeah, they're not in my way and I'm not in theirs, so I'm out of spray, so I better not find any more. Guys, I'm gonna be right up in this area. Like I said, I showed you there. I'll be working on that. Right up there. Let me get my ladder out. All right, guys. Yeah, I can reach it right there. To all my power out here, so I don't have any troubles. Like I said, don't never mind my junk. I need to clean this building out. I'm not sure which breaker's which, but I just kill them all. Pretty simple how them go on. Like I said, what I'm gonna do is take this loose. I've got a light wired in here, and I'm just gonna connect the wires. If you hear that in the background, my nephew's got his place. My brother-in-law's cutting my nephew's place next door, so that's a tractor and a cutter. They're doing a little, I think they're doing a little bartering. I think the nephew did a little round baler repairs and stuff for my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law's cutting his hay and baling it because they work out stuff like that all the time. My brother-in-law helps everybody. He's kind of like my brother. The guy helps everybody. So that's family helping family, or neighbor helping neighbor, however you want to look at it. But that's what's going on behind you. And we typically put up my nephew's hay, but he had worked out something with my brother-in-law this time, so it don't bother us to do it. We'd make time to help him, but it's just easier if we keep trucking on with what we're doing. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna spin you around. I'm gonna go ahead and take the other light loose as well while I'm inside the barn. Like I say, it's pretty simple stuff. Basic electricity. It's a neutral and a hot and a ground, and that's all there is. I ran all this myself. You know, no, I'm not a licensed electrician. I've wired a lot of stuff in my lifetime. I've done a lot of different kind of wiring, but no, I'm not an electrician. I kind of know what I'm doing. I've asked a lot of questions to people that are electricians, so I feel quite confident in my abilities to do this. Like I said, all I'm doing is there's two screws on this faceplate that you loosen, and the faceplate slides over out of the way. You can access the wires. It slides off like that. And then you just take these wires, pull these wire nuts. Like I said, all the breakers are dead. So everybody's safe. These wires are just poked through the wall. And when we go outside, I'll show you what we've done. Let me show you what I've got. These are Drosby, if you can see that. I don't know, I guess I'm saying it right. 60 watt IP66. These are an LED light, and they're just like the ones that are outside. So I don't know for sure how I'm going to mount them. I'm probably going to use the existing bracket that's up there, and I'm just going to unbolt the sides and bolt this light in place, push the wires through the wall, hook them up, and turn the power back on. That's what I've got in mind, folks. I'm going to shut you down for a minute, and we'll start back up outside. All right, guys, there is the light in question. Now, like I said, I'm going to try to use the existing hardware up there. Yeah, I think it's the same. No need in reinventing the wheel here. It's a simple little bolt up light. Pretty simple deal. We've already unhooked the wires on the inside, so they should pull right out. What we call this at work, we call this like and kind. It's the same light. Same identical thing, we're just replacing it. Shouldn't be anything to this. There we go. Pull the wires out. There's the old light. We'll feed these wires through there and hope for the best. All right, guys. As far as adjusting this light, I just kind of look at the other light that's still up. Think that that's the way we are to do it. Now we can crawl back up here in the dark and make adjustments, because if my memory serves me correctly, that's how we did it last time. Nothing like trying to do this blind, huh? We can see it now. I got the request this morning. Got the phone call from Charlie, or the text. Asked me if I could find time to do this with the hay and all, and I told her I would, and today's the only day I'm really not in the hay. I really think that right there is going to be a really good, that'll shine out there as far as it'll go. So there's the first one. We'll spin around and do the other. There's the other light. We'll do the same thing over there. All right, guys. Like I said, we're going to do the same thing. There's the second bolt. Now, get up here and put this thing back in. Start on the side away from me, if I can. I might as well just shut my eyes. There we go. Switch hands here. All right, let's get that thing about where we want it. Snug it down. That's where we think we want it anyway. It's about like the other one. Poke my wires through the hole in the wall. We'll go back inside, finish our wiring. If you got the right tools, you can do just about any job. If you got any common sense to you, you can figure it out. If you can't, all you gotta do is get on YouTube and see somebody like me doing it. Work for them, so why wouldn't it work for you, huh? What do you think about that? Well, There's one. It's pretty much just connect the dots or connect the colors. I think he's getting the outside round. There's two. That Drew or Chris? Chris. Drew is Chris's grandson. He can run about any kind of equipment they own, so he lets him run a lot of stuff, so which is good. Jesus, look what y'all let me do. Look what y'all let me do. I can only blame myself on that one. I think it's just the good Lord wanted me to get practice. There we go. I'm gonna do it right or I'm not gonna do it at all. All right, Mr. Wasp, I see you, and I don't know where your nest is, but it must be close to me. Well, you better go on, Red Wasp. Make me jump off this ladder and squeal like a little girl in front of all these people. Go on. I ain't done nothing to you. Just your kinfolk. I think he's looking for somebody to attack. You better get away from me. Huh? I think one of them's a dirt dauber, isn't it? The dirt dauber will be the third one. Oh, there's a third one? Oh, well, maybe they'll go on. Because I don't have time. I ain't got time for them people. I ain't got time for no wasps. All right, guys. That has got that part done, we hope. Unless I've got some other issue, but I don't know what in the world it could be. All right, guys, they're wired now. Let's go over here and flip the breaker and see if the lights work. They're on a switch. So originally I was going to put, I've got a place out of here. These lights are burned up. And I can put bulbs in those, so I'd like to have those lights going. I was going to use one of these lights up here, but both of those burn out. So, all right, Mr. Red Wasp. Now everything's back powered in that box. Now, that's that light. This is the light that goes outside. Flip them on, see if they come on. And they did. All right, guys, I don't know if you can probably see these on camera. I mean, you can see that they're burning. But that is those two lights burning. And they put out quite a bit of light. Well, folks, it lights it up pretty good. I can't see her, but lights it up about half of it. Those lights we put on the barn. Got this old horse in front of me, old Blue Eyes. She's old. She ain't got no teeth left. She's been a good one. Oh, there's old Nicky Jan. What you doing, Nicky? What you doing, Nicky? You been in there eating? I bet you have. Come here. Oh, find you some Bermuda grass? Find you some Bermuda grass? Ooh, what are you doing, huh? You two don't start fighting. Don't bite her. Don't you bite her. Don't you do her that. She's an old lady. Don't you do that. You're not as old as she is. Quit that. It's not too bad out here. It's not real good, but I think we add some lights to this. Maybe add a pole. Or maybe 2 poles, one on each side, but 1 pole on one side shining 2 different directions might do it too. Might help it a bunch. It's soft. It's pretty soft out here. I couldn't get that drag out of the grass, so it's pretty soft. Like I say, it ain't bad. It looks better on camera. It's not that bright out there, but it is. You can see anyway a little bit. I need some bigger lights. I need some bigger lights from one of you companies on here watching this video. I need to sponsor. Need to do a video so I can have some bigger lights, and I'll show them to all you people. Maybe somebody on here needs some bigger lights. Like I say, on this camera it don't look too bad, but it ain't that bright in real life. I hope my phone ain't as blurry as my eyes are. It's heck to get older and have to have contacts and glasses. Ain't that something? Have contacts and glasses. Maybe she won't knock a pole down. That's just good lead changing exercise for a horse right there. Although she competed on him in poles her last year in the Junior Rodeo Association. She done pretty good on him. That's good for him. Makes him think.
Girls.
She's just exercising him good. That's a little bitty barrel pattern. Just food for thought. I don't know if you guys know it or not. I don't know what the size is on it, but the barrel pattern at the NFR that you watch on TV, it's tiny. It ain't that tiny, but it ain't very big.
Give me a counter art?
Sure. Anyway, guys, like I said, don't take that as the golden, because I am not an electrician, but I know enough about it to be dangerous, and I think that's plenty safe the way it is in this old barn. It's 110 volt wiring. It's no big deal. 12 gauge. It's nothing. Anyway, that's what I got, guys. And like I said, like and subscribe. Tell your friends. I hope you're enjoying the content. And like I say, it can change daily, but it's mostly hay. But until next time, you guys be safe.